is going to be a real quick one. I do promise you that. But stay tuned, I think. Maybe not. You know what? Screw it. We don't even have this isn't the Babylon, so we don't even have an intro.
Babylon may be tomorrow.
You know, we'll do this real quick just so people can get the notification, join in. All right, everybody, what's going on? It is Nick and Dustin with Two Brothers Comics, and this is going to be super quick. I probably end up doing most of the talking tonight. So we posted this earlier this week. It was a simple Instagram post, basically, you know, everything going on with C2E2 and things like that. We posted this right here. And all it is basically a post about our opinion on everything going on, you know, standing by our friends, so to speak. And the very last bit here, also big thank you to Jack DeMaio, aka Mr. Bolo. At first, we were mad you brought us the $500 a month contract to be an exclusive seller on Whatnot and support travel to cons, make content, and then ghosted us without reason or even response. But now we're thrilled our names aren't associated with it. Look, I posted that. I'm stirring the pot. Okay. Now, I've only been stirring the pot since May. We spent 3 years being the most cool, calm, collected, not even so much as cursing in like 99% of our videos outside of Dustin. But we're like, hey, we'll just.
And that was just for comedic effect. I mean, come on.
Except for the one video with the CGC, right?
Yeah, but I also thought all that would be edited out and not leaped into the video, but it ended up also being a great comedic effect.
Yeah. And we don't care about the money. We just wanted the answers, right? So we've had a lot of people ask us about that last little bit. And we've had some people come back to us and be like, look, you guys don't have all the information. You only have half. Or people be like, wow, that's really surprising. So wanted to just put it out there, right? So I figured if I'm me, this is all me. I'm the one posting all of the pot stirring posts on Instagram, just goofing around, having fun. 99.9% of it's not serious, except for Gore the God Butcher, because he's a terrible, terrible. What's the word I'm looking for? Because it's not even, basically he's Gore the God Butcher in name only in the MCU and not really true to the comic books. So anyways, we post this and we figured, you know what, if we're going to put that out there, just goofing around, you know, why don't we show the receipts? Let's show the receipts, show the screenshots, put it out there and be done with it. We actually have been super quiet about this since about April, late March, early April. Haven't said a word about it until recently. Our buddy decided to start commenting on our own posts, not acknowledging we even exist still, but commenting on our stuff, trying to defend Whatnot or whatever, right? And we're like, you know what? You don't get to do that. You don't get to ignore us for months and months and months, and then come on and started to try to defend your baby, if you will. Now, I know call out culture is apparently bad, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna put the screenshots out and be done with it. So I very professionally put together a Google slide just because it's the only way I know how to add screenshots here. Give a full timeline, screenshots, and then we'll be done and get over it. So hopefully everybody can see this. Dustin, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's see if we can make it full screen. It used to be F5. No? Oh, well. All right. So hopefully everybody can see the screenshots a little bit. We'll start right off with the DocuSign, the actual contract itself. And if you cannot actually see this, just message us on IG and I will send you happily all of these screenshots to read personally. But this is the actual contract from Jack and Whatnot. Basically, the first line is verbal callouts on YouTube content, including advertising upcoming Whatnot sales, referral links at all of our videos, go live on Whatnot a minimum of 3 times, brand advocacy on all social platforms, submission of 1 IG style reel per week to Jack for us to use at the discretion of Whatnot, can be buyer, seller, whatever. 1 manga anime IG reel per month, which I was super excited about that because if you know me, like I've become a massive manga fan, and exclusively sell among the platform. great. We're willing to do all of those things because of time. No big deal, no big issues. Whatnot's a great platform, and 99.9% of the sellers on Whatnot are great people, including all the small folks. And you can sometimes get really good deals. And mutual options for renew for 6 months. And then Whatnot provides marketing support, priority, convention streaming, one app in-app feature per month, great, occasional Whatnot exclusive variant comps, and a $500 a month for 6 month basically fee to us or payment to us from 4/1 to 9/31. Great. And then you can see this screenshot to the right when we got the contract here. Now it was sent a couple of times because every time they sent it to us, it wouldn't have my place for signature. It would only have Dustin's, which you can see here, which is fine. And so cool. April 1 contract in your inbox. Dustin, okay, great. Congrats on the new little one, bro. Thanks, my man. And then we start talking to him about Huntsville Comic-Con. We're going to show up. Do you want us to start doing some stuff? This was literally 6 days after getting the contract. We're pumped, ready to go. And then he continues to go on this. We're talking about the con end of the April. I think we were going to Lexington too. He said, sounds great. We were trying to have a call. And we were like, hey, we know you just had a baby, so that's a priority. And then Dustin was like, maybe we can talk about Kevin Eastman selling on Whatnot while he's there, because he was going to be at Huntsville. And we're like, hey, maybe we should reach out to Kevin and we could talk to him. We have full media rights at that con, so we could basically talk and meet whoever.
This was well before they had Kevin Eastman on Whatnot, which was not too long ago. I mean, I knew he was going to be there, and at Huntsville we pretty much have free reign to talk and speak with whoever we want. So I knew that if that was something that they would be interested in, we would definitely be able to be the olive tree branch there and be able to try to help make that happen. I mean, at that point, Whatnot hadn't been doing these real big streams with these big artists and stuff, and I was like, this would be something cool. But
so here we go, right? And so I thank you, Future Specs, for showing me how to do that. I don't ever use Google Slides, and the only reason I'm doing this is because it's the easiest way to display. But again, if you want to see the contract, I will gladly, or any of these screenshots, I'll gladly send it out. I already have to some people, and again, we're just showing you our side of the things. So let's go into the messages, because we hadn't heard anything, right? And we're kind of like, oh, what's going on? So nothing. We're following up about the signatures, which I mentioned below, April 3rd. I don't know what Dustin said here, April 5th, but I think it was just following up. We sent a dot again 5 days later.
I mean, I was sometimes if I'm driving, I'll hit the button on the truck to send a message, and so I mean, just hey, what's going on? And you guys can see it. Right after that, hey, you still out there? But I mean, being completely friendly and
So again, we're not being crazy. We're not doing anything that what I do for a living is all about very solid business. And this is not, it's not like we're following up every 2 seconds, right? 15, almost 20 days after the full first point of contact, April 20th, hey, you still there, bro? Jack, you still out there? Now, mind you, we've been seeing IG chats and social media posts and comments, and just still nothing. So at this point, we don't really give a damn about the $500 a month. Yeah, it's $3,000. It would have been really cool.
At this point, we weren't even to that point here, and I think I actually sent him.
Oh, I have the email.
That may be.
There we go. So we went and I'll continue. So we went a full month. No, nothing. We didn't reach out or anything. What you saw was the last time Dustin had sent him an IG message. Well, I think there's actually one where you said, hey, can I get a featured seller?
Hold on. Because before this, and now I think I know what that voice, and I could be wrong. I'd have to listen to it. But the voice message, I may have sent that because I was reaching out to him saying, look, the contract says we were supposed to start making content on this date. I'm just trying to verify, should we be making content right now? I don't want to be in breach of contract. If we are supposed to be making content, like I'm trying to make sure if we are in contract 100% that we're holding up our end of the bargain.
Yeah. Right. So So there you go. That's what that was about. And I'm sure if we went back, we could probably replay it and get the receipts for that. I'm sure there's a way to do that. I don't know though. I just took screenshots. So, anyways, and I think the last time Dustin messaged, there's one here on May. Let's see, go back here. I think I have another screenshot that I can share out if anybody's interested. You tagged him, and I think you sent a follow up like a month later. Hey, can I get a featured seller spot? And that was basically it. I
Because
didn't
that
add
was in the
your
contract, and
listing,
he
so
had, he had said that that would be something we could
yeah,
do. So
cool. And then Dustin sent the last and final outreach 525. And hey, Jack, just checking in on the status of our deal. Sent you about 10 messages over the last couple months with no response. We decided you wanted to go another direction. If so, that's fine. Just looking for some clarification on the matter. Now, here's what's frustrating to me because this whole time I have been telling Dustin it's no big deal. Jack's not going to screw us. We think of him as a friend. We've worked with him, in other areas. It's going to be fine. And at this point, I'm dealing with moving my family on my wife's side. We had just lost two people incredibly close to her within a couple months. So I'm totally focused on this. Dustin, and I'm trying to be like, look, dude, it's fine. He's not going to screw us. He's got a new baby. We're good. No big deal. Still don't hear it from him for months until July. He decides to comment on some of our stuff. And I think Dustin tried on Facebook to like get his attention on the Whatnot group or whatever. But we're like, look, just tell us something. Is it because we talked bad about CGC in a video? Maybe. Tell us. Is it because we had the DC deal? Fine. Tell us. Is it because we said CBCS was fantastic and you guys are partnered with CGC? Great. Tell us. Is it because I talk crap about Marvel on the Spider-Man issues? Fine. Tell us. We don't care. But it's a bit cowardice to do something like this and not respond, right? And then you're going to talk about call out culture being bad and there's only half the side to the story. Well, guys, we have been asking for the other half of the story clearly for months. And this is our last attempt until I put out that Instagram post because I'm the one stirring the pot. I'm the one being, goofy, and maybe my sense of humor doesn't land well with people. But we're just doing something new because clearly, being the sitting on the fence post kind of people, didn't really help for engagement on Instagram. So screw it. I will go on and stir the pot a little bit and just have some fun. And for the most part, people have enjoyed it. So that is everything. Those are all of
and
our
you
receipts.
might could even play that voice message into the microphone. I
Yeah.
mean, off your
If
cell
you have
phone.
it, go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if mine will start giving that static. That's
Oh,
all.
it might. Well, you can try, and then at least we can say we did attempt to. And if not, we can do something else. But here's again everything. And again, we don't care. Like, look, dude, all you had
But
to
the
do is
big
come out.
thing is not, and because I don't want us, and I know it's going to be said that that we're just having sour grapes because we're not getting the $500 a month. Well, not to sound like a prick, but neither one of us need that money. Neither
No,
one of us are hurting for it. That wasn't the
no.
problem. We weren't doing it for the money. We
Yeah,
were doing it because at the time Whatnot was taken off and I was on there
yeah.
and it was exciting
And I
and
think honestly, more than anything, we were more pumped about the con abilities. Being able
exactly
to get
being able
access
to,
to some of these cons,
yeah, and
which
just being
thank
able to
God
be
we
a part
didn't.
of another big, just being able to be a part of something exciting that was
Yeah,
going on in the community at the time. Because
yeah,
and I don't want anyone to think that we have gotten to the point where we just don't give a shit about the channel or the people or anything. Like we have poured our damn heart and
yep.
soul and money
I have
into
literally
putting this
spent,
channel together.
but
And
just what I've spent on equipment alone, and I know Dustin spent quite a bit too. I bet you I poured $7,000 or $8,000 into this, not including money for books or other content or things like that. We have poured our finances, our heart, our soul. We put everything that we possibly could into this, and there has been that thrown around that, well, you guys just don't care anymore. Well, you can take that and take it somewhere else because you don't know the passion or the time and the effort we put into this, the time we spend away from our families. So yeah, you can take that
and
anywhere
and
else.
and I know that there's probably people out there that and I hope that it doesn't, but there may be people out there that have been, you know, people we consider real, true friends that we've made over the past couple of years that are not going to be okay with this, and I hope that it doesn't, deteriorate that friendship. But
There's only one person.
it's gotten to the point where we feel like our name's being soured behind our backs,
Yeah.
and that just doesn't seem fair. And
No. And again, there's only one person in this whole scenario. Anybody that's reached out, asked questions, asked other people's questions, we don't care. That's fine. We've, decided to be 100% transparent. There's literally only one person in this story that's frustrating us. So much so that, again, other people have told this individual, why don't you just talk to him? No, we're past that. How?
we've
You know
tried
what I
to
mean?
talk to him.
We've
He's
tried.
he has went on Facebook in different on different groups and replied to people who were in a thread where I commented. Someone replied directly to me, and then
Yeah.
he replied in the same thread without acknowledging me while still responding to a comment I made.
Yep.
And that's happened more than one time. And I even reached out to Adam. I don't remember his last name, but there's Adam, the other guy that is running the Whatnot Comics group on
Yep.
Facebook. I reached out to him um, about this entire thing, and was very nice about it with him, just trying to see if he knew
Yeah.
anything about it. And he told me, Adam, his last name starts with an S. And, I said, hey, Adam, my brother and I run Two Brothers Comics YouTube channel. We were contacted and signed a contract with Whatnot, but we have not heard anything back in well over a month about if we're all set. I reached out to Jack, but I know he just had the baby. We haven't heard anything as of yet on what's going on with our contract. And is this something you can check into? I just want to know if we are supposed to be making content for you guys or not, because if Whatnot decided they don't want to use the platform, want to use our platform, that's fine. Just want some clarity on the situation is all. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And I'll send you guys these screenshots. They're from my personal message on my personal Facebook. He says, sorry. Sorry, I'm not looped in on the situation. I know it's convention season and it slows everything down because it takes time. Just keep hitting up Jack, and I know he will get back to you when he can.
Yep. So
And
there
I
you go,
said,
guys.
thank you.
So there you go. That's it. That's all we have. That's unless you want to talk to us personally about it, or you would like to see these screenshots up close and personal, we'll absolutely send it your way. And that's it. That's all we're going to say about it. We're just trying to be transparent here in case anybody else has told you anything differently. That's really what this is about.
Yeah,
So,
and instead of the jabs we've taken on the Babylon, we're not going to do that anymore. It's
and that didn't even
not
start until
necessary.
after those small
That
jobs.
was just over the last couple of weeks, and
Yeah.
and honestly, like, we shouldn't have, like,
No,
that was
absolutely. We should have. I don't care. You can say we shouldn't have. I don't
I
give a shit.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, I
You
said,
you
I know I said a couple of things that were probably borderline just too much, and but
I'm not apologizing for anything. We're two different. We may be two bros. We're two different people. And again, Dustin is not the one stirring the pot on Instagram for anybody that wants to know. It is 99% me, and the humor is maybe not well founded on people. We're just goofing around. And if you are like, hey, what's going on with you guys? The last since May 27th, y'all been posting, like stirring the pot things. Look, it's just we're just being real, being what we think is humorous, and I will continue to talk crap about Gore the God Butcher. So that's all, guys. I know we didn't pay attention to the chat period, but I'm actually going to re-upload this to Instagram for anybody on Instagram that does want to see it. Feel free to share it. Ask for any screenshots you want. That's fine. I don't care. Transparency is key here, and if there is another half to the situation that we've been asking for, yes, please, absolutely. Feel free to somebody knows, tell us. That's all we want. So, anything else? You good? Yep. Dustin's not stirring the pot, guys. It's me.